Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your January 1st. Yeah, happy New Year's. January 1st, 2026. We've got 5 NBA betting picks for you. Usually, of course, you got me and IC, but he's in Hilton Head, and I had family stuff, so it was tough to make it work for tonight. But I think we're going to be back on board for the second. So let's do this. Let's do 5 picks. Don't forget, if you want in on my best plays, I got a couple specials. I'm going to keep it up till Friday because people were begging me, like, hey, I don't get paid till Friday and New Year's prices and holidays. I get it. So if you want to get in on my top plays and you get the all sports action, I've got a special. You text your name to my number, 740-760-1131. You can get an all sports pass. So it's usually $99 per week per sport. You get 2 weeks for $99. That's over $700-800 value. The month for $175 all sports, or 2 months for $299. Of course, that month is like $900 if you buy them all separately, or 2 months is over $1,200-1,300. So make sure you get in on that. It's a heck of a deal, and we're just going to have it up for today and tomorrow. So make sure you get it. All right, let's do this. We start us off Houston at Brooklyn, and if you would have said Brooklyn at any point this season would go in a 10-game stretch, would go 6-4 straight up, I'd be like, you're absolutely crazy. I don't even know if I would believe that they would go 6-4 against the spread. And they're actually 7-3 against the spread. And they're facing a Houston team that's just 500 in their last 5 games, or the last 10 games, 5-5, and they're 3-7 against the spread. So they've struggled a little bit here. Even though they've won 3 in a row, that tells you how bad they were struggling before this Houston. They beat Indiana, Cleveland, and LA in the last 3 games. But I think it's just too many points here. Brooklyn continues to be live underdog. They only lost 13 Golden State last time out. And at some points in that game, they were actually pretty close. So I think this game, they haven't played in a couple days. They have a couple days rest. I think it pays off. I think Brooklyn keeps it within this big number of 10.5 on the post-holiday game here. Miami Heat at the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons off a long road trip here. Killed the Lakers last time out. Detroit favored by 5, total 240 against the Heat here. And the Heat, I'm not saying it's Tyler Hero's fault, but since he's come back, this team has been under 500, and they were a darling for us bettors, for us handicappers, and they've really struggled. Now, they have turned it around recently. They beat up on a Denver team that, of course, was out Joker. They beat Indiana and Atlanta. They've scored 147, 142, and 126. Now, that's what they were doing early in the season when Miami was playing well. It was because the offense was really pushing the pace. And this was minus Tyler Hero. Now, Detroit, the big key here, and this is one of my favorite betting angles, and we're definitely playing this tonight. Anytime a team is 4 games or more on the road and they come home, that next game, we almost always are looking to play against them and play the other team, especially if the team at home is a favorite like Detroit is at that -5 level. I like the Heat here to keep it close. I like them to cover this 4.5 number. I think they're a live underdog here. I even see some 5.5s out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Next game, the 76ers play Dallas here. 76ers favored by 1, total of 231.5. And of course, the big news all season long with Dallas has been injuries. You would think this matchup, you'd be like, oh, Joel Embiid is the guy that you're worried about. But it's not. It's been Anthony Davis banged up. He did come back last time out, I believe, and he looks like he's a go for tonight. But, Lively's out for the season. Kyrie Irving still hasn't played. Exum's out for the season. I mean, it's just this wasn't the deepest team anyway. And now they face a Philly team that I never worry about Joel Embiid, by the way, because it's not his team anymore. This team is Maxi's team, and he looked good last time out. They beat Memphis, and they covered as an underdog. Before that, they had lost 3 in a row. But I like Philly in this spot -1.5. I just think Philly's the better team and the healthier team, and I'm going to take Philly in this matchup. Next game, Boston Celtics at the Sacramento Kings. Boston's playing really good basketball. I never thought this Boston team could play like they are right now. I thought there would be games that they would play well, but I didn't think for long stretches like they are in right now, where they're 7-3 straight up the last 10 games and 6-4 against the spread. They're favored by 9.5 here, but they're just playing good basketball, and they're facing a Kings team that's just 2-8 straight up. And even when they're getting big numbers, they're not a great cover team on the year. One of the worst cover teams. They're just 13-19 overall in one push in there against the spread. Now, the Kings have lost the last two, both straight up and against the spread. Against the Clippers, they lost by 41 points. Against the Lakers, that had not been playing well, lost by 24 points. Now, they are at home. Those both games were in LA, but I think it's just asking too much. Boston's just playing great basketball, and they beat Utah at Utah by 10. I think Utah's better, a lot better than the Kings. I think they'll do similar. I think they'll win by double digits. Give me Boston minus the points in this one. Now, the last game, Utah at the Clippers, and the Clippers are favored by 12, total 236. And even though the Clippers are just 11-21 on the season and 7-8 at home, they're a big favorite, and the reason is they're playing a lot better. We've made a lot of money betting against them there for a little while, but they have won 5 in a row. And other than Sacramento, they beat some good teams in this stretch. They beat Detroit by 13. They won at Portland, which has been playing pretty good at home, by 16. They won by 20 against Houston at home. They beat the Lakers by 15? So I think you have to at least lean towards the Clippers. But for me, I'm playing a total in this one. The one thing that you can count on if you're playing the Utah Jazz is they score lots of points and they give up lots of points. So they went over 3 of the last 4 games, including scoring 248 total between the two teams against Boston last time out. I think this one is another over game. And I know people are like, the Clippers are good on defense. They scored 131 last time out against the Kings. I think they'll score big. 4 back against Houston, they scored 128. So I think they can do it. And Utah really doesn't give you a choice. If you want to beat Utah, you have to score because they push the pace. All right, so that's what we like for today. Don't forget, if you want to get on my top plays, very simple. We got an all sports pass. You text your name to my number right here, 740-760-1131. You can get an all sports pass for 2 weeks, $99. That should be over $700-800. You buy all the individual sports each week. Month pass for $175. That should be well over $700. 2 months, $299. That's well over $1,200-1,300. And you get them. All you got to do is text your name, and I'll send you the link. You will not find it on the website. You have to text your name to my number. All right, guys, that's what I like for today. Have a great day. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's make it a winning one. Don't forget, today's top play is going to go early. It's a 6-unit play in college football. I believe it's noon. Is that noon game? It's the Texas Tech-Oregon game. So make sure you get in on it.